the Someday Show where we interview amazing personalities doing amazing things. And our goal at the end of the day is they being able to inspire me, inspire you out there. And the most important thing is you understanding the reason why you should not give up. So I am YaaChances, your host for today's show. And then on today's show, we have one amazing personality who's doing amazing things, a graduate who is having his own automatic company. He is here with me, and he's in the name of Mr. Owner of Zeed'eautomedic. And I would love for him to tell us a little bit about himself, who he is, and then where he's coming from. That's a little background story that can change so many things for you and then I. So Mr. Al-Hassan, welcome to the Someday Show. Honestly, I'm glad to have you on board. It's been hectic getting you, and I'm glad today I've been able to get you on this show. So can you tell us a little bit about who you are?
Thank you. And yes, as you've mentioned my name, I'm just a boy from Boku. Growing up in Boku as a teenager, it was more of like a run for your money stuff. You are not stable. You always have to move from one place to another. And from Boku, I moved to Kumasi for my JHS school, and from there I came to Tamale to my senior high studies. So from there I went to University of Sunyani Technical University, So there I studied automobile engineering, HND, and from then after service and after 1 or 2 jobs on my own, and I told myself that this is the time for me to start doing what I've always prayed and I always worked about doing. Registered my company, Zeed'eautomedic, a automobile workshop on the wheel. We are not a stable stationary workshop. Anywhere we find ourselves, we can work as far as we have the required tools and the space. We can always do something with our hands and make the machine work again. So that's all about Zeed'eautomedic.
Okay, so you've heard it from Zeed'eautomedic, CEO of Zeed'eautomedic. Now, this show cannot happen without our sponsors, so we're going to go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, there's more from him. Luma Clothing Line, wear with confidence, wear with swag, feel like a king. Luma Clothing, creating lasting impressions. So welcome back to the Someday Show, where we meet amazing personalities doing amazing things and we learn from them. So Mr. Al-Hassan, what was your key driving force to becoming an entrepreneur? The key driving force.
The passion and the ability to think that I'm equipped to do it.
The ability to think you're equipped to do that. Okay. So earlier you said something about you being special. Can you tell us something from that side?
My specialty is I take every details into consideration. Like, let's say if I'm working on a car, everyone can fix a car, right? But you have to have the right skills and right knowledge of what you are doing to fix a car right.
Okay, so what was the key force in you becoming an entrepreneur? What pushed you? What's made you decide, okay, I'm not going into the public sector, I'm not going into the private sector, but I'm going to build something for myself?
The passion to be special.
The passion to be special. So you're saying the passion to be special. So you're trying to tell us that before you can become an entrepreneur, before you can become what you want to be, that is, you're not working for someone, you need to know, or you need to be confident enough to feel you are special. That is what you're saying. Okay, that's fine. How did you raise your funding for Zeed'eautomedic?
So most of it is the jobs that I do after service. After service, I was broke. Because after service I didn't have any savings. So I started doing one of few jobs on my own. So I got employed into a workshop to be their technician. But after a year, I told myself, before I went to work for the workshop, I told myself, after a year, I have to be on my own.
So the question is, where did you get the funding?
That's like from my savings, from the jobs that I've been doing whilst I was working for the workshop that I'm talking about.
So saving is very, very important.
Very
you heard
important.
it from him. If you want to be an entrepreneur, you need to learn to save. You need to learn to live within your means. That's what you are saying.
Definitely.
That is fine. So how did you build a successful customer base?
By working hard and making sure that you don't leave your customer on service, like unattended to. Working hard and then not leaving your customers unattended to. Working truthfully. You always have to say the truth. Some customers find it difficult to accept the fact that their car is broken, and it will be like, a mechanic is not a magician to just charm a car to be in a very a new state. We can only fix what we can fix. So when a mechanic brings a car to you to work on, you should be able to assess the car and tell the mechanic the truth, that I'll be able to fix it to this limit, or I'll be able to fix it for you to work this way.
Okay, so what you're trying to say is this: if you wish to build a successful customer base, you need to be truthful with the people you are working with. Okay, so you've heard it from him. If you need those plenty customers you need to be truthful with the people you work with, because that is when they would be able and feel comfortable enough to recommend you. So you're trying to tell us that it was built on your truthfulness and then recommendations from your customers.
Yes.
Okay, so you've heard that from him. What motivated you?
My passion and my dream to be. I had a mind, I had a concept of how my workshop should be like, my business ideas, how my workshops should look like. I already have it, like, how did you say, I conceived it in my mind. Okay. So the ability to know that this is what I want, it's what pushes me to do what I'm doing right now.
So what you are trying to tell us is you need to be goal oriented and focused on achieving that goal. That is what you did. That's fine. Can you describe or outline your typical day? Your typical day, how does it look like? Because you're not working for anybody, you're working for yourself. So give us one typical day of yours. A typical day. What at all is Al Hassan doing on a very, very typical day?
All right, on a very typical day, when I wake up in the morning, I say my prayers and I go out from my bed. I take my bath. I normally leave the house before 6.
Okay.
So on a typical day, I'll always have a schedule with my client. I'm going to meet a client, or if I'm working at home, it's different. So like, let's say if I'm going to meet a client to pick up a car from a client, so I leave the house by 5:30, latest by 6 o'clock. So
before you continue, I told entrepreneurs, you guys would sleep and wake up at 11 and 12. So if you're telling me a whole CEO is waking up at 5:30, there's a question mark. Wow, we are meeting a CEO who is waking up at 5:30. This is my first time. Because I thought, because I always tell myself, if I become an entrepreneur, I'll wake up at 10. I'll sleep and wake up at 10.
No, when you wake up at 10. Traffic will eat up all your time, and at the end of the day, you will not be productive.
Okay, so he's saying even if you're an entrepreneur, you still need to be productive.
Definitely.
I've learned something today. You need to be productive. Okay.
Definitely.
Okay.
Because we all have 24 hours in a day. So if you waste your time sleeping or doing unnecessary things at home, someone is already up doing something. So you are even behind the person. So on a normal day, when I wake up and when I'm working from home, it's different. I normally make breakfast for myself and I start working from home. But let's say if I'm picking up a car from a client, I have to leave the house before 5:30 or before 6, latest, depending on where I'm picking up the car. Let's say if I'm picking up a car from Accra or if I'm picking up a car from Achimota, I have to leave house early, and I have to drive back home early so that I can work on the car and return the car back to the owner. because time is everything.
Or when you're driving back, when you're taking it to your office too, you need to do that quickly. So we've heard it all from him. The fact that you're an entrepreneur, the fact that you're a CEO doesn't mean you should lazy about.
No.
You still need to be goal oriented enough.
Definitely.
I told you I'm meeting a goal oriented person. Someone and Fam will say, like, you're still the CEO, you still need to work because you need to make the cash. Again, this show cannot happen without our sponsors. We're going to go for a quick commercial break, and when we come back, there's more from this amazing man. Essentials assign betra omo for fraba or say feel like a woman, be confident in what you wear. And to some makola now kotona you say no patrol. Pick the number there and then contact the Part Essentials for all your womanly, figurely, just any everywhere, because she got you covered. At the Part Essentials, feel confident. Okay, so welcome back again. This is the Someday Show where we meet amazing personalities doing amazing things. And again, this is Mr. Al-Hassan from Zeed'eautomedic. This man has a lot to tell us and inspire us as well. So how has being an entrepreneur affected your family life?
My family life.
Has it affected your family life?
Definitely.
It has.
It has a positive and a negative way.
It has affected positively and negatively.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about
So
it?
let's say I'm a nordner, and appearance is everything to nordness.
And this is my first time. Appearance is everything to nordness.
Yeah.
So if you're a nordner out there, please comment. Appearance is everything to nordness. I want to know why.
Well,
and I'll ask my Ashanti people what is important to us.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are listening.
When a family member is having a funeral, is having a naming ceremony, is having a like an occasion, you have to be present. That is our tradition. If you are present, it shows the love and the care you have for the person, right? So we value it. We value appearance. So like me, for example, I'm just a setup, and me leaving work to attend all those things is sometimes not easy for me, but at times I have to really squeeze my time and make sure that I make time for everything at a particular time.
Okay.
And
so you're saying you, at the end of the day, you still need to make time for family. You still need to make time for family, and you are able to make time, squeeze yourself enough to make time for family. You are still being the entrepreneur you are, and you are still making time for your family.
Definitely.
But my question is, has it affected your family life? Yes or no?
No.
It hasn't.
No, not in a positive, not in a negative way.
It hasn't.
No.
So that means, okay, so if you are telling me this means positively, your entrepreneurship life has given you the time to make your family rich. They are living comfortably. Is that what you're telling me?
No, okay, say for instance, I have a niece.
Okay.
She's Basma. She's my first apprentice anyway.
Okay, I'm waiting to meet that niece of yours because I've heard a lot about her. She helps you, she picks the tools for you and all that. Really, one day I need to be at the office with you guys and then we'll work together so I can work with her.
Yeah, she's wonderful. So she's barely 3 years, but she understands whatever that I do. So anytime when I'm leaving the house, she feels like she has to follow me to wherever I'm going.
Okay.
And I feel sad for leaving her back. So
okay, so
but when I'm home, I work with her. So that is the when I'm driving out and she's crying, she wants to follow me, I feel sad. But at the end of the day, I know that when I'm going out, I'll definitely going out to make something so that I can get her gifts. She likes chocolates, she likes ice cream, so I can always make sure that I can make it up to her by working hard to get her those things that she needs.
Okay, so you've heard it from our Hassan. This is a man who is a goal-oriented person and still puts family first.
Definitely.
He's able to put family first. So those people out there who are saying I'm working and all that and my family need to understand you can make time for your family if you put your mind to that. So we've heard it all from Mr. Al-Hassan. You can make time for your family and it will still not affect your family life. Okay, so how do you define success?
Success is defined by the duration of what you've achieved.
The duration of what you've
achieved.
I'm not getting
So let's say I can't say I'm successful right now, even though I work.
Hey, with everything. Hey, wait. So if he's saying he can say he's successful right now, then I can see, because this guy is doing amazingly well. He's doing amazing things. So if he's telling me, and you watch and say on you're successful, then I'm growing in because if a whole Zeed'eauto mechanic CEO is telling us say on Drew baby, and then say I can say
we just started, and we are just beginning everything, and this is just the beginning. So like me, I believe that in 10 years to come, that is when I can say I'm successful, because in 10 years to come I want to have about 10 stations that are my point of the wheel automobile shop. The idea of my automobile shop is we are like the ambulance in automobile. Let's say we have the hospitals, right? We have all those hospitals and all those special units and all those things, but we have the ambulance. The automobile, the Zeed'eautomedic's idea is the ambulance of automobile.
Okay.
We should be at every advantage located point in Accra here, even in Ghana. So let's say when you are driving and your car breaks down, who is the first person to call?
Zeed'eautomedic.
You see, that's the idea. So like in 10 years to come, I want to see that I have a point at Pokwasi, so that I don't have to drive all the way from Amranya to Pokwasi to attend to a client. I want in 10 years to come, I have a point at Tema. I have a point at, let's say, Accra Central. So when your car breaks down, hello, Zeed'eautomedics, can I have your service? This is where my car is, and within 15 minutes to 30 minutes, someone should be there to attend to you.
Wow, like I'm out of words. This guy means business. So if you're out there, you're just doing something small, you think it's everything, you are wrong, because this guy is doing so many things. So the things he's doing, and he's telling me he's on Drew baby, it's just started up. I'm just like, what the?
Yeah, just
wow. So this should tell you shouldn't give up. Whatever you are doing, it's just the starting point.
Yeah.
It should just be the starting point to greater things.
Yeah.
So you already know one thing about me is you don't give up. And
never.
He's telling us today you shouldn't give up.
Never give up.
So Zeeda, do you believe there is some sort of pattern or formula to become a successful entrepreneur? Is there any formula or pattern? Do you believe that there is something like that, or it's just you get up, okay, I want to do this, and it just goes straight ahead and then get it done?
You have to have a plan.
So you are affirming there's a sort of pattern or formula?
Yeah, there's always a formula in everything.
Okay, so can you tell us about it?
You have to have a plan, and you have to put your plan in writing.
So he's saying you have to have a plan. First of all, you have to have a plan. You have to put that in writing. But the minimum is saying, he's telling us something. The CEO himself is telling us something. No, if you
have the plan in your head, it's just a plan.
Okay.
But if you have a plan on a book, it can be executed, even not by you, by someone else close to you can execute it.
Okay.
That's the importance of writing plan. And if you can forget, you can wake up one day and forget the plans that you have in your mind. When I was in SS, even the university had plans, but all those plans that I didn't write, they have all evaporated. There are things that influence those plans, but if you put them into writing, you are focused on what you've put into writing.
Okay.
You can always go back to refer to know where you have gotten to. So if you have a plan, so when you do something, you write it. You've done this. Anything that you do, so that at the end of the year, this is what I haven't done. This is what I'm here to achieve. So you now get to do all those things. When I was in the university, I didn't have tools. Even though I wrote it down, I wanted tools. So before I completed my national service, I've already bought like some of my tools.
Hey, this is drawing me back to when he said you should save, because national service, and he's been able to buy some tools. Live within your means, so my people. If you want to become that CEO and all that, for people to be interviewing, for people to get inspired by you, live within your means.
Yes.
live within your. Today I'm learning a lot too. So now I need to put an exercise book on my bed, so that any idea that comes out from Zeed'eau, I would write it down, because if you don't, you would forget it. So the most important thing, one of the formulas, the pattern in becoming a successful entrepreneur is to, after having the plan, you write it down. Sorry, what else, Zeed'eau?
Then you start executing it. So if you have a plan, you write your plan. There should be a financial budget to the plan. So,
financial budgets, please write it down. It's very, very important. Plan, writing it down, and then financial budget.
So the things that you can achieve right now, you start achieving those things.
Okay.
So I started buying like 10 spanner, screwdriver, a plier, and 10 combinations.
And so I just need to know to all those things. Yes.
But I needed a diagnosing tool who cost about 10,000 Ghana cedis, which I couldn't buy by then, and I needed a toolbox which cost about I think 200 Ghana cedis, which which cost about almost 550 Ghana cedis.
That was way back, and that 550 Ghana cedis way back was huge money. Okay.
So which I couldn't buy by now, thanks to savings and jobs. I'll be able to buy all those tools.
I think the savings is very, very important.
Savings
no here. My work on any pizza now or sister bread so if you really want to become a CEO and then Charlie make it big, he's saying the savings is very, very important. Save and live within your means. Your friend is wearing that 300 Ghana dress or shirt, my dear. Give yourself 10 years. Hearing from Zeed'eau, I think if you give yourself 10 years, you would be able to afford that and more. So the most important thing is you save. So Zeed'eau, what has been your most satisfying moment in the business?
Always when I execute a job successfully.
Executing a job successfully. No, one thing about this guy is he's so passionate about what he's doing. I don't know whether he's so passionate about what he's doing. Trust me, if you drive, you have a vehicle, you have a car, I would tell you you would definitely have his number after the show. Call him and then trust me, he's going to be the guy. His company is going to be the company you service and do everything when it comes to your car. This guy is so passionate about what he's doing. He's goal oriented, self-driven. He's making it big. So Zeed'eau, do you take apprentices? Do you take people in to train them in case probably someone watches this and that person probably might be interested? Would you take the person in?
I'm thinking about that by next year, early next year.
Yeah.
Because I have to put things into play so that I'll make sure that if I'm accommodating someone, I'm accommodating the person for the long run.
Okay.
I don't want someone who just come 3 months, 2 months and you're gone. No. I want someone who will come and be with me and we'll build a team.
Okay.
You understand?
So you're not just looking for an apprentice, but you're looking for team players.
Yes.
Okay.
Someone who will come, you are learning. As you are learning, you are building up your knowledge. You're not just coming to just work and at the end of the day, I'll give you a tip or I'll give you allowance and you go on your way. No. If I'm training you, I want to let you understand what it entails to be where, or you tell me your vision and I'll help you grow to where you want to go.
Charlie, if I really wanted to be an automedic, I would have find my way to this guy. He would like to know your vision and then build that vision for you. I think it's about time we had entrepreneurs like this guy. He knows your vision and then tailor you what he has your skills now for you to get to that point. Wow.
So in many cases, like you have workshops where the apprentice is just there to work or just there to do the minor jobs and all those things. So at the end of the day, even though they learn, but in a typical you are not being trained.
Wow.
But if you are being trained with your own vision, You tell me what you want to be, or what you want to learn, then I will guide you through the process. So it will be more of like, I'm with you, you're with me, we got each other.
Okay.
So I'm building you as you grow. So even it will get to a point, even if I'm not there, you know what you want.
And
So you continue where I stopped.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
That is how I see it.
Okay. So basically, if I get everything right, you had a dream, and then you built on that dream.
Definitely.
It wasn't easy for you, but then you never gave up. You never gave up. You saved towards the future.
Yeah.
You lived within your means.
Definitely.
You starved yourself for that goal ahead of you.
Definitely.
So please, I hope you're picking some, because I've picked a lot. Live within your means. Never give up. Be goal oriented enough, and forget where you're coming from. This guy is coming from Boko. Ashanti region. He's coming from Boko. Where he's coming from wasn't an easy place, but then he's now a CEO of Zeed'eautomobile or Zeed'eautomechanic. Like Charlie, it doesn't matter where you're coming from. If you want to make it big, you can make it big. So what advice do you have for me and my viewers?
I always advise people to live within their means, save more, always work.
Save more no save more no. Save money then come me say then come pay. Na say ya kasa pesa we see, because CEO on there was say me who crash. I was a CEO on me be entrepreneur no. I was me starting one way aduane ni meeting no. Saving no. Ya ba yere ye ho ni ya saving no. And the idea, but we will do it. We are listening.
Don't idle. Always work. I remember when I was in Japan Motors, I used to work for 2 bosses.
Yes, I worked at Japan Motors. So I
work for 2 bosses. So if you know a Lebanese workshop, you know how busy we are always. It's very busy. But I work for 2 bosses. I work for the express service where we do only servicing, minor servicing and all those things. And I work for the electrician shop, like the electrician boss too, where I do major heavy works on electricals and starter changes and all those things. So before I left Japan Motors, like my bosses were like, oh, so they wish they could even keep me, because they haven't seen someone who come there to work as I did, because as just a minor, I always
passion driven.
You never see me idle unless it's break time.
Idleness is a thief of time. Zeed'a is telling you that idleness is, I like sleeping, but from what I'm hearing, there was a metal so not just say, maybe I don't know, I building up my entrepreneurship, you know what you see. So Zeed'a, thank you very much for giving us the opportunity to interview you, to inspire us and then inspire my viewers as well. Honestly, I've learned a lot today. Not giving up, saving, passion driven, goal oriented. Now I'm picking 4 things. Don't give up, passion driven, goal oriented, and then save. Mrs. Shawa money peas and the montu so go run the woho, dokunu run the woho, go and eat some and save. Unless you want to be working for someone 5 to 8 o'clock. On the point entrepreneur, you see you on say 5:30. No, sorry, that thing I need to work on that, because me I was thinking of you see you and come down and 10 and 11. I say me to me that's how change people so yana go kaso de anya shiba to say me to me that's how. So we've heard it from Zeed'a. No matter what happens, you don't give up, you save, passion driven. It's very, very important. This is what I've learned today, and I hope you've learned something too. Zeed'a, thank you very much. We really, really appreciate having you on the Someday show. Honestly, it wasn't easy getting this guy, as I said earlier. It wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy. Charlie, entrepreneurs, moment you can you see me interview me. Person you switch your frame won't. If you are a student and you are still in school, don't just think that you are still in school. You can start from there.
can start from there. When I was in school, even if it's water that you buy a Thai block and you put selling in your fridge, you can do it. When I was in
started free school or become people we are listening.
When I was in school, like when we were having these entertainment programs at, like, let's say the auditorium, I used to sell Indomie.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to sell Indomie. I'll organize money. I'll go and buy stuff. I used to sell Indomie, kebab, salad, and drinks. So when it is, like, let's say when you're having an entertainment program, let's say an event, let's say Aquaba, and those fashion shows and all those things, I'll get my table, have my stand, and I'll be selling all those things.
Okay, so if I'm picking something genuine here, it means don't look down on yourself. Don't feel shy. Is that person going to take care of you?
No.
At the end of the day, that person is going to tell you you're a gold digger. So forget about them and then work hard. He's saying even if you are in school, you can make something out. You can do something there in school. So don't wait till you finish school. He didn't wait till he finished school. He started something. So a pure water crown now better one with swag. Now saying there maybe I with swag. Come the man who say oh they swap your 3 quarters mine. You can do it with swag and this how the better status, better social media. I'm out for me on pure water. Just call me and I'll bring it to your doorstep. So we've heard a lot from Zeed'eau. I'm inspired and I hope you've also been inspired. If you are watching this was the moment from the Someday show. There are so many amazing personalities we look forward to having on our show to inspire us and then to also remind you not to give up. I want to use this opportunity to thank all our sponsors out there: Luma Clothing, Ruth Clothing Line, Cats Panties, Chances Group, Blaben Solutions, Mr. World, Fast Track Deliveries. We appreciate you so much for sponsoring this show and then for being with us through it all. And then to my crew members, Marcia, and I thank you very much for being there for the show. Seto, thank you very much, Precious, Oka and Sosu. This show wouldn't have been the Someday show without you guys. And I've been your host, YaaChances. So we meet on our next video on the Someday show. It's a bye-bye. For now, before we go, Mr. Al-Hassan, do you have any bye-bye wish for my viewers?
Yeah, I wish I wish I could accommodate the whole of Ghana or Accra. All the cast
this guy, Charlie. I'll reserve my comment. I would reserve my comment.
So
if you are listening.
I wish to say that you can always trust Zeed'eautomedic. They are always there to serve you with the best of services. They are always there to serve you with the best of parts. That's very important. And we wouldn't let your car break down on the road. No. They are always there to. And we pick up calls even at night. I remember traveling.
You goal oriented
all the way from Amahia to Westland to sort a client up at 11 p.m.
So can you leave your number?
So my number is 0248 516499 and 020 5066 and 999.
Thank you very much.
You're
Please
welcome.
don't forget to wear your nose mask, follow the COVID rules,
Definitely.
and it's a bye-bye
Bye.
for now. It was the Someday show.